Hi everybody, welcome back to the Standing Citizen channel. This is Bryant. So this is going to be the pinned video on the channel. So really what I want to do is hopefully quickly and accurately convey to you what my thoughts are with regarding what Standing Citizen is going to be, and really more or less the whole purpose of this venture that I find myself on. So I did purchase a couple of URLs, standingcitizen.org, standingcitizen.com, and I obviously named this channel here Standing Citizen. And the reason why I did that is I am trying to really create a movement. I definitely know that in our country, we are a little bit overly divided right now, is pretty much a fair assessment, but I'd like to get that to stop. What we're going to be doing is really creating a solution to where every individual, every citizen, what matters most to them is going to be heard. And we're going to make sure that they have the absolute best ability to get their message out and get their concerns out, and really that our government actually responds to those concerns. So Standing Citizen, as I'm referring it to in these series of videos, ultimately the name of it doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter to me at all. What matters to me is that we do really generate the interest in this and really see the value in it and hopefully get it built sooner than later. So Standing Citizen is going to be revolutionizing many of the systems, I would say, that are in place. The more and more I think about it, I really feel like we can take this as far as we feel the need that we want to take it, which is honestly a good thing, in my opinion. First off, really the big problem that we're going to be solving is really that campaign finance problem, big money politics, that type of thing. And how we're going to do that is really quite simply. We're going to be creating a web-based platform for the United States citizens, and it's going to be, like I said, owned by them, operated by them, financed by them, outside of the federal tax system. But this web-based platform is going to provide the location where ultimately campaigns are run. And we're going to be adopting the values of, we're not depending your potential candidacy on the amount of money that you earn. We're going to be creating an opportunity for underfunded candidates to really get their message out in a very concise, well-delivered manner. And their message, just like everything else in this world, it's up to them what their message is. But Standing Citizen is certainly going to be providing them, the opportunity to get their message out. And ultimately, this will be requiring a little bit of a cultural change in America. We've really kind of delegated many of our systems, and we've kind of been very trusting as individuals. And kind of like I talked that other video more or less about human nature, we really need to learn how to protect ourselves a little bit and, identify those trip hazards and make sure that we have our armor on a little bit. So as I move through these videos, you're going to see how Standing Citizen is going to be revolutionizing, obviously, of course, how campaigns are run in America. You'll see how we're going to be utilizing it to vote with our dollars in a very succinct way, a meaningful way. We're going to be getting information out to people. You're going to see how Standing Citizen really provides an excellent tool for our elected officials to really have an understanding of what the constituents are dealing with and what their hopes are and their dreams are, where the elected officials have gone wrong, and certainly where they've gone right. You're going to have the opportunity to see what your neighbors are concerned with. You're going to have an opportunity to align with people that have very similar interests with you and kind of really amplify your message. You're going to have the opportunity to hopefully be tapping into some resources such as maybe continuing education, maybe the history of America to some degree, and everything has to be accurate, okay? And we will be accurate, okay? That's definitely the entirety of this needs to be about respect and truth, okay? The end goal here is to create an empowered citizenry as opposed to believing that things can't be improved. We are all about improvement here. And it doesn't matter where on the scale, left to the right scale you find yourself on. As far as I'm concerned, your voice deserves to be heard. And you living in America, we need to make sure that you have the best opportunities that you have to really better yourself as a human, better yourself as a person. Socioeconomically, the availability for advancement, okay? Because the middle class cannot die in America. We really can't let it happen. And we're going to be sending very strong messages to the private sector via standingcitizen.org. We're going to be identifying, obviously, businesses that really kind of don't adopt congruent mentalities with really what it means to be an American. Free speech, liberties, freedom really is what it boils down to for me. We're also going to be identifying where our money is misspent. When I say that, I simply mean not just in our government. Okay, we're going to be doing our best to try to get government transparency to be looked on under a microscope, because certainly financially, it is important that we spend our money wisely. And Lord knows I would love to have, some of the money that we spend in poorly advised situations. I would much rather have that money spent here creating jobs, giving our citizens the opportunities to advance themselves, identifying where we're being duped. And when I say that, maybe checks and balances are a big thing, and maybe, charities, all that type stuff. We're going to be having agents in the field that really identify where your donations are spent and how they're spent and whether they're spent wisely. Because at any point in the game, whether it's your vote, which is the ultimate prize, or you donating to a charity, which is obviously the ultimate prize in that situation, we need to make sure that you are not duped and that your voice is heard. And if you donate to a certain charity, you're expecting that money to be utilized for as you're being sold it to be. You're going to see how Standing Citizen, once developed, it's going to be utilized at the local, state, and federal levels all across our country. We're going to be essentially a cut and a paste resource to where any political campaigns that are run for any level, any corner of our great country, we're going to be able to utilize the Standing Citizen resource for them to get their messages out. We're going to be making sure that the average citizen is highly in tune with really what goes on at their local levels, especially because, we're going to be delivering concise, accurate information via notifications, via emails, via you just as a citizen user being able to log in and really kind of seeing what's been going on at maybe your local city council meeting, concerns at your county board of supervisors, that type of thing. Obviously, we can't expect each and every individual to show up at these meetings. So we're going to be having agents in the field that really get in there and deliver the information accurately to you. All of the information on your Standing Citizen user profile, any information that's pertinent to you, whether it be for your particular campaigns or your interests after you fill out your questionnaire, it's going to be all there in a very quick and easy to access location. It's going to be nothing more than a swipe of the finger to learn about certain positions, certain candidates, what your neighbors are talking about, why a person should or shouldn't be elected, really that type of thing. Okay. So information is key. And Standing Citizen, we're going to be utilizing the free-flowing information that we currently have available in our republic. All in all, it's going to be a beautiful thing. You're going to see how many of these systems that we've grown up with, whether they be third-party polls, all that type of thing, those are really going to be kind of going by the wayside because they're really not going to be necessary anymore. Kind of just like the big money donations in politics. I know as we find ourselves here in a campaign season, you're being bombarded with donate here, donate there type ads. All in all, that's not going to be necessary anymore because each one of these candidates, whether they're from either the Democratic Blue Party or the Republican Red Party, or hopefully we'll be able to get ourselves really some good coverage of third-party candidates as well. All of those candidates are going to be running their campaign right there on Standing Citizen. How much money they have, what deals that they've promised people and all that stuff, it's going to be more or less a problem that we don't have to deal with any further in the 21st century moving forward. All in all, this system is really about improvement, really about empowerment. Information is going to be delivered concisely. It's going to be accurate information. I'm just an electrician. I invite you to watch some of these videos that I've put up here. They're very much so unpolished. But all in all, this movement that we're going to be creating, it's definitely going to be the cool thing to do coming up. Feel free to look around. I have taken some initial steps to get some fundraising started, and I've got some great fundraising ideas, by the way. In time, we will get there. We will be tasked with building this ourselves, but it's one of those things where we build it once, and it really is going to be just a maintenance issue, just like anything else after that. I'm really excited about hopefully do my part in building something for America that you guys all see value in. And I'm inviting you to get on board. I definitely need as much help as I can get. I really am not very technically savvy in a lot of ways, but I'm here to do the best I can. I'll be looking forward to getting some more videos out, and you guys have a great afternoon. Thank you. Bye.